that each and every person, wherever you are there, you are doing great and you are enjoying this show. Remember that this is the Extra Mile by Gideon here. In the studio, we have visitors from Kibabi University. We normally do this every year as first years joins. My left-hand side where we have Franklin Moranda. He is a first-year student here at Kibabi University. Is Teresa Mwende has also joined us, and the other one is Regan Otieno, a first year Kibabi University. Today the topic being life of a first year in Kibabi University. Remember that in some instances it's not easy. In some cases people find ups and downs, especially when it comes to matters related to Kibabi. Right, what's all this and why? Here we go. Ladies first, maybe to start with Teresa Mwende. This is your new environment compared to the one that you used to back in high school. How can you tell us about that, the way that you're experiencing? Remember that back then you had a lot, you are too close, maybe to your relatives, to your parents, and now you're far away. It's your new environment.
Yeah, even let's say this environment is very conducive for learning compared to the place I was. In fact, I'm from Cumberland, where there is a lot of sun, while in Western, we have a very cool climate conducive for learning, and I really enjoy the environment.
During the time when COVID-19 came, if you compare your class, which is the current, the one that you are now in first year, right? We have the ones who are in second year, right? During their time when they were coming or they were supposed to join is the time when the COVID-19, so they were unable to join physically. They had to do it in another way, that is online learning. Have you experienced the same?
Not really. I joined physically and I've been learning online classes, only some units and courses.
What can you say about that, being studying? Are you doing both online and physical, or you are just basing on one? Or
yeah, at some point there's some units we are doing the online, and then the others are the physical ones. Okay, on my point, the online ones I don't think they're more useful because it makes the lecturer to elaborate some points, but which sometimes comes out not clear. If he had made it or she has made it in class, it could have been so more of importance to the students, maybe, because online you cannot ask, maybe you can ask questions, but now the explanation you get is not making you feel like you have gotten the answer that you needed.
all right, thank you very much, Franklin Morande. Regan, have you experienced the online learning?
Yes.
How is it?
Online class, I can say they are not that very good because in online classes there's a lot of lack of concentration. So on my point, for me, I can say online classes, they are not that much better. So I can prefer the physical classes.
All right.
Yeah.
When you say that online classes are not such, the concentration is low, what do you mean by that? Is it at personal level or as a group?
I can say as a group, since
Yes.
one can just open the portal just to log in, and after that, you can log out and go on his or her way.
Right.
Not only just to attend the class, only to log in for lecture to see that the person is there in class, not just for concentration.
I'm getting your point.
Yeah.
Right, thank you. Back to Teresa Mwanda. In this institution, most students experience what we call too much freedom, right?
Yeah.
The freedom here in university, if you compare it back to high school, it's a little bit different. Students in the university, they have too much freedom, right? How do you experience that?
As for me, I've got much freedom, but due to some circumstances, I cannot enjoy it. For example, I'm underage, I came here without an ID, so there are some limits, which I usually say that it's better even if I'm at home, because there are some places I can't travel, like going Malaba there, but I really like it. As for me, the freedom soon I'd be experiencing it and enjoying it appropriately.
All right, when you say that you are still underage, right?
Yeah.
Below 18 years. Thank you. Now, what kind of freedom do you want after acquiring the national ID?
After acquiring national ID,
And remember that you're a student too?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So after acquiring it, I'll be able to go to some places like Uganda, which I usually is nearby, and I'll be able to socialize with many people there.
All right, thank you very much. Franklin,
Yes, sir.
in this institution, some students normally complain of ups and downs, right? Have you experienced any challenge so far?
Yeah, I think the ups and downs in these institutions. First, I like to start with there are those expectations when you come from high school. There are those expectations in your mind. So when you get to some campuses, like now I came to Kibabi University, and there was some sort of situational irony. What I was expecting and what I came to find out, Kibabi is they're so much apart. I expected in campus there are so many activities going on. Maybe like for me, I'm someone who is so active on the side of games, doing
Yes.
gyms here and there. So I expected when I came in Kibabi University, there is a gym, there is all those games. But now it was unfortunate that it's a developing university. At some point, I see there is improvement. Yeah, so we just wait. We appreciate what is ours.
Right, on that point that you are telling us about the activities, especially in Kibabi University, right? We have heard about Kibabi students, especially the Taekwondo team. They have been in East Africa, they have been in Senegal also, right? So how can you talk about it? Because it has already confirmed that activities are there.
Okay.
If you can remember, the recent Kusa Games also happened. They took place at Kibabi University.
Yeah, it happens, and I appreciate for that because the university has taken a bit some level up. And maybe what I'm trying to talk about is the games they say, some people like me, for example, we cannot participate in the taekwondo, maybe football, maybe because of some maybe medical reasons, you see.
Yes.
So I thought like there are so other activities though, so that we can involve ourselves in, but I think there are none. I think.
All right, thank you very much for that response. Regan Otieno,
Yeah.
you are away from home, right?
Yeah.
We have the so-called being away from home or home away from
Home.
home. How is it according to your side?
Actually, for me, I'm enjoying being away from home because even in high school, I was away from home. Then I came to Kibabi University, which is more far away from our home because I'm coming from Migori County. And if you try to calculate the distance from Migori County to Bungoma County, is a very, very far place. So from Migori to Bungoma. So as for me, I can say that I'm enjoying the being away from home.
Okay, thank you. Maybe as we wind up our session, now you're a first year and this is your second semester, right?
Yeah.
About your career, you tell us about your career and your, what's your aim? Maybe we can say in 5 years time to come. Where do you want to see yourself in?
Okay. I'm here only for academic and professionalism purpose.
Yes.
I can say I'm really enjoying the learning at this particular place.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see it is a good way where I can be nurtured to be a very usable person in the future. And the learning here I'm enjoying, so it's giving me also a chance to view myself as a achiever already, whereby I can see in the next 5 years I'm going to be at a particular place. I can't tell that place right now, but it's like a secret.
All right.
Yeah.
For it being a secret, but at the same time you can at least give us a clue. We know the course that you are studying is all about journalism and mass communication, right?
Yeah.
Where when you are in third year you will be required to specialize in either broadcasting or public relations. So which is your area, your area of preference?
Broadcasting.
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Frankly,
Yes.
we have students from all over the world. We have parents from all over the world, and even the ones that are watching you right now. What can you tell them?
Okay, what I can just try to tell them is on, maybe let me start on the academic part. On the academic part, what I would like to tell everyone who is, I know even the parents are at some point they have something they're working on. Maybe they want to improve, to add another degree, or the so-called maybe the PhD. What you can just do is you master what you are doing. In Kenya today, there is a great competition in the job arena. So you just master what you are doing, and then when you come out, you can just use the knowledge you've gained in class to make yourself employed, to employ yourself. Or when you come to the employment, you can just be ranked at a high level just because you mastered what you are doing. You know, there's the difference between learning and mastering what you are doing. When you master what you are doing, it gives you the energy to prepare and work out, figure out so many things. You can come up, solve many solutions, many problems, come up with solutions. But when you learn, you just have the normal class knowledge.
All right, thank you very much. Teresa,
Yes.
as we wind up, what can you tell? We have heard about many narratives concerning journalism as a career. Many people say that journalism is too easy, anyone can do it, right?
Yeah.
Whether he or she went to school or not. And we have had the challenge that most of the students, the ones who are fresh from high school, they're being challenged to, instead of selecting other courses, to avoid to do what? To choose journalism, right?
Yeah.
So what can you tell those parents who maybe they are one-sided, right? They see that journalism has no future, so they advise their kids to go for another courses like we have the BCom, right? And other courses. What can you tell those parents?
What I can tell them, you will never reach a destination if you take stones and throw to the dogs you meet on the way. So the better thing is just focus and opt for the better. Because if you are going to listen to them, you may end up getting discouraged and not going to where you are supposed to go. Just focus, pray God, and be optimistic, and all shall be well.
All right, up to that, and then we say thank you very much for watching our today's show. Remember that, maybe on a quick recap, on my left hand side has been Franklin Moranda, is a first year, second semester. On my right hand side is Teresa Mwende, first year, second sem, and Regan Otieno, first year, second semester. Remember that we have been talking about life of a first year student, as you have heard, especially from Mwende in the last debate, that in everything that you do, one must get to know that what he or she is looking for in life. And as I conclude, I also tell you that remember, this is the Extra Mile show, meaning that you move beyond hashtag, beyond limits. I'm Gideon Yeri.